Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
The battle against PFAS contamination, also known as forever chemicals, continues tonight. People who live in areas where contamination has been found in the water supply are anxiously waiting to get blood checked and wells checked. Thanks for joining us here on the special edition of 4 News Now. I'm Jordan Smith. This chemical is known for its inability to break down in the environment, as well as its dangerous side effects in humans. But with how new and complicated this information is, many aren't sure what treatment options are available or even how to talk to their doctors about it. Peter Choi is here in studio tonight with tips on this story. Peter?
Yeah, there's a blood test available to determine whether PFAS might be running through your body. People living in the West Plains neighborhood are asking, what blood test do I need to take? And how do I talk with my doctor about this? I spoke to experts to find out the best way to approach this conversation.
So I'll show you the filtered water system in our house for our household drinking.
Living in the West Plains neighborhood for decades, Nick Scharf,
For cooking and drinking.
has been dealing with PFAS contamination.
So we're going to go take a look at the filter.
In his basement, Scharf recently installed a water filter system, which he paid for out of pocket.
The second filter will start to activate.
Scharf is waiting for his blood test results. However, discussing this test with his doctor has not been easy.
I guess persistence pays off, and eventually a blood test was ordered, but I felt like I had to do part of that legwork for the doctor and the nurses because they were unaware of what to order.
If you knowingly have been exposed, you probably should get a baseline.
Dr. Gail O'Neill lives in the area where it appears to be contaminated with PFAS. She says educate yourself because many doctors and health providers might not be familiar with PFAS.
Being really proactive and being your own advocate and going in and talking to the doctor, and you might have to be the person that educates your provider. So you might need to say, hey, here's literature.
Dr. O'Neill says PFAS could cause slow development in children and many types of cancer. The question is, would your health insurance cover a PFAS test? Dr. O'Neill says contact your insurance to find out first.
Try and be patient with yourself, with others, and it's a learning process.
Now, Jordan, I can't imagine what they're going through right now because they're waiting to get the blood test results, right? But if you're watching this tonight and you think you need a guidance, there's the opportunity for you. West Plains Water Coalition is hosting an event on February 26th to provide help. You can find that information on our website, kxly.com. Jordan?
All right, now, Peter, let's say this test comes back positive and there is some exposure. What have doctors said about potential treatment options? What does that look like?
Well, that's the question I asked to the nurse, and she says there's not much research done so far. So in the meantime, you can still get the water filter system in your home and then make sure to get the blood test done.
All right, certainly something we'll be keeping an eye on moving forward. Peter, thanks so much for that. We'll send things over to meteorologist Matt Gray to talk about some more snow on the way, Matt.
That's right, and it's hard to believe here with such a beautiful day that we have had around the inland northwest. It has been gorgeous to start the weekend, but you could already see on live Doppler radar. You look out to the southwest, and already we're seeing a few returns. These are some of the tops of the high clouds that are moving in to our region right now. As you've noticed through the afternoon, things have been a little bit cloudier, and that is a preview of what is to come tonight and tomorrow. Look at all of the moisture crossing the Cascades into Northern California and the Sierra Nevada. All this going to be tracking to the north, and it will be overrunning some of the cooler air that's settled in across the northwest over the past few days, and we are going to be getting a little bit of snow, a little bit more snow out of this, but that's not going to be until tomorrow. And so for tonight, things will be cool and cloudy and pretty chilly in some places. Will be down to the teens at Bonners Ferry, and Colville will be pretty close in Sandpoint. Not quite as chilly as what we'll see over in western Montana, but still cooler than we've seen here in a little while. These temperatures that we've had in the 20s for the past few mornings. We start off with snow. We will likely progress as we warm up through the day tomorrow to a rain-snow mix, but any given hour of the day, at least for the first 3/4 of the day, you should be expecting to run into a little bit of wet weather. We're thinking up to an inch worth of snow, and then there's warmer weather that we have to talk about in your extended forecast coming up.
All right, Matt, thanks for that. A Spokane Valley man has been found dead in the Olympic Peninsula by a man walking his dog. 33-year-old Jarrett Wilson Jr. was found on a piece of property off of Highway 112 west of Port Angeles. There were no signs of trauma on his body and no suspicion of foul play, but Wilson had no shoes or socks on when he was found. The Clallam County Sheriff's Office is still investigating his death. Next of kin has been contacted. Well, a Freeman family is facing devastating news. The body of the missing fisherman, 51-year-old Eric Jensen, has been found. Investigators say he was recovered from Lake Roosevelt Friday afternoon. Jensen had disappeared on Lake Roosevelt the previous Friday. There are so many unanswered questions surrounding his disappearance, and here is what we do know. Jensen launched his boat from the Bradbury Boat Launch on Friday, February 9th at 9:30 a.m. And then this dot right here is the last SOS pin drop from Jensen, which was around 1 p.m. on the 9th. The next morning, early Saturday, 3 a.m., the Stevens County Sheriff's Office finds his boat empty downstream from where he launched. Jensen was well known in the Freeman community. He sat down with us back in 2018 after his daughter was hurt in the Freeman school shooting, sharing his gratitude for the emergency crews who treated his daughter. Jensen was known to be a devoted father to his 3 girls. His brother Anthony sharing this statement with us yesterday, saying the family is, quote, spending time together in prayer, shedding tears as they come, and sharing stories and memories. He goes on to say the Freeman community, our church communities, and our friends have blanketed us in prayer and support as we navigate these tough days. Well, the end of a police chase you can see in this 4 News Now exclusive video. Blocked off Hamilton Street on Friday, just north of Trent for a few hours. Our Marissa Rio just happened to be there to catch it all on camera. The Spokane Police Department says this all stemmed from an altercation over stolen property. SPD says a man called police just after 1 p.m. on Friday, saying he confronted a group of people on Market Street about stolen property. There was an altercation, and the group of people took off in a car. And that man decided to follow them, and someone in that group fired shots at him. That's when this chase began. After pinning the car, officers pulled out 3 men and 1 woman.
During the course of removing the subjects from the car, it was determined that a female passenger had a serious head wound, possibly shot. We have not determined that yet as to where it happened. She was tended to by law enforcement for medical care until medics arrived, and she was taken to the hospital, and she has life-threatening injuries.
And at this time, police say that there are no other known injuries. This is an ongoing investigation, and we will keep you updated with any new information when it becomes available. Well, thousands of golf enthusiasts are kicking off the 2024 golf season at the Spokane Golf Show today. The 27th annual event at the Convention Center was offering great deals on golf rounds, equipment, golf carts, and even golf travel to Canada. Some were testing their skills at the long drive and long putt contests.
We have instruction for PGA Instruction Net, so if you want some quick tips to get better before you go out, We've got clubs for kids. We've got little free clubs for anyone 12 and under.
I am going to have to shine up and get some tips. Those tickets are still available at the show, and the event is going to continue through tomorrow from 10 to 4 p.m. For more information, go to our website, kxly.com. Well, still much more ahead here on 4 News Now. The latest stretch of winter weather might give you that itch to go snowshoeing, and we've got some great trails that you can explore in this week's Air 4 Adventure.
And it would have been a beautiful day for snowshoeing as we had cool temperatures and sunshine. Going to see a little bit less sunshine, though, for the rest of the weekend as we've got another round of snow moving in. And, well, not everybody is going to get just snow. We're also tracking a warm-up in your forecast after this.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV. Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
On the hunt for your next ride? Come to Valley VIP Auto Sales with a wide variety of cars and trucks. We're here to help you find the perfect vehicle. You won't find a better deal anywhere else. Come find your next vehicle at Valley VIP.
This holiday weekend, the President's Sale is on at More Furniture, and it's your chance to save with store-wide sale pricing and special interest-free financing. Take a full 60 months to pay with no down payment on the furniture you need, all on sale. Our newest 2024 arrivals are in stock and ready for delivery. And with 60 months interest-free financing, you can take it home today with no down payment. Visit morefurniture.com to preview sales specials.
It's the Great Rate Reduction Sale this week at Dishman Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep. And that means we are rolling back the interest rate to our lowest level in years on our large selection of slightly used trucks, cars, and SUVs.
Plus, with most vehicles sold, you'll get a 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty.
And with new shipments arriving daily, plus a 4.84 financing rate for 72 months, there's never been a better time to visit Dishman.
This February, Walker's Furniture and Anton Watson are teaming up with the help of KXLY to give some person or family in need the gift of a better night's sleep.
My favorite color is purple.
Just go to KXLY.com and nominate the person or family who could use a new mattress. And on February 27th, we'll announce the winner.
Thank you, KXLY, for helping Walker's Furniture and myself spread the word for his great cause. Together, we can make a difference.
On the hunt for your next ride? Come to Valley VIP Auto Sales with a wide variety of cars and trucks. We're here to help you find the perfect vehicle. You won't find a better deal anywhere else. Come find your next vehicle at Valley VIP.
Thanks for watching 4 News Now. It's time for your forecast. After some of the snow this week, we're up to 26.2 inches in Spokane so far this winter. So we are within striking distance for the average for El Nino winters, of which we are in one right now. I think having an overall average is pretty much out of the case, especially since we're not going to be getting that much snow out of this next weather system. It's going to be coming in for tomorrow. Across the board in the inland Northwest, we're looking at generally less than an inch, or basically we're seeing up to an inch worth of snow around the area. There's some spots that will have a little bit of a better chance. Taking a look at all of the forecast weather computers, I think we have a better chance of hitting the top end of that 1 inch mark from the West Plains up Highway 2 into the Grand Coulee area and around places like Soap Lake and Ephrata. We will also in the Silver Valley have a little bit of a higher chance to see the top end of that up to 1 inch range, and in parts of Kootenai County as well. So let's take a little zoom in and let's show you the latest projections here for snowfall in the metro area. And you can kind of see elevation certainly playing a little bit of a role here with this one. Where on the West Plains, we're close to that inch range, places like Cheney, across some of the higher elevations in the Palouse in southern Spokane County, and for Coeur d'Alene and Hayden as well. And as you work your way up to places around Hayden Lake, we'll have a much better chance of seeing closer to that 1 inch mark. Meanwhile, you start to head downhill a little bit following the Spokane River, places like Liberty Lake, Spokane Valley. You'll get likely a dusting, and you'll likely see an earlier transition over to a little bit of rain snow mix or non-accumulating snow as those temperatures warm through the day. So gathering clouds tonight, we will likely see a little bit of rain or wintry mix across the Palouse through the overnight hours. And as we're getting up in the morning, light snow falling across much of eastern Washington. The party has really yet to start, just some light scattered showers in North Idaho. But of course that will change as this continues to progress to the north and east throughout the day. I expect that through about 1 o'clock will be when we have the most active weather going on. And once again, this is not going to slow you down too much. After all, we're talking about, for the vast majority of us, less than an inch of snow. And certainly will be less pleasant right, than what we saw today. So as we get into the afternoon, as we get past, say, 2, 3 in the afternoon, we'll start to see things begin to wrap up. And of course, will take a little bit longer in the Idaho Panhandle. But remember, we'll also be transitioning to a rain-snow mix or non-accumulating snow as temperatures warm for the afternoon and the evening. Take a look at some of these temperatures. 38 in Pullman, 46 in Lewiston. So warmer air is coming up with this as well. Meanwhile, we'll be a little bit cooler further north. We'll be only hitting 35 around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We have another weather system coming in right behind this one. Look at this, big swirl. Big little storm system out there in the Pacific. This is going to bring us some rain because of that warm air coming in for President's Day. So expect the second half of your President's Day, if you have the day off, will be a little bit rainy. Tuesday, Wednesday look rainy as well. And you notice how our temperatures really going up here. Our lows only around freezing and our highs in the mid-40s by next weekend.
All right. Well, hey, you heard Matt say it before the break. This was a great day to knock out some snowshoeing. And with all this new fresh snow coming, maybe not too late to check out some trails. In this week's Air 4 Adventure, we're heading up north to look at some of those trails in Chewelah. Let's go for a ride on the Air 4 drone over 49 degrees north.
Today we're at the 49 degrees north Nordic Center. Beautiful, serene area, and it's just a few hundred yards away from the hustle and bustle of the downhill resort. These trails were put in 2006. There's about 12 kilometers of trails, along with a few more kilometers of snowshoe trails. We have snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, both classic and skate. We've set track and groom. We also allow fat bikes. It's a great place to escape, enjoy nature. Obviously, Fat Tire Bikes has brought a whole new user group to the area. We love it. Mountain biking is in my heart and soul. It's definitely where I spend my time in the summers. And to be able to go out and still pedal and still have fun in the wintertime on these really fun tools is great. And we allow them on our whole trail system as long as the snowpack will support it. Well, those Fat Tire Bikes have really big tires, anywhere from about 4 to 5.5 inches wide. Big volume, big surface area so that they float on top of the snow so they don't sink. The fact that we have different things that we can do at different times of the year, and having a winter activity, I think, is incredibly important. Staying active rather than posting up in your home through the whole winter can really help alleviate those winter blues, keep you fit, keep you healthy, and keep you happy.
We're just having a good time, basically. It's really good snow, the sun shining. We were all doing skate skiing. It's where there's no like fluffy spot at the bottom of your ski, and you kind of just, skating is basically the faster version.
It's fun. It's a great way to work on your cardio and keep up your stamina. And it's just a great exercise.
One of the great things about this area that people can expect to find is space. It's quiet, it's peaceful, it's gorgeous.
Dozens of protesters were holding signs on Wellesley and Division near Northtown Mall this afternoon, calling for a ceasefire in the Middle East. A local organization, the Peace and Justice Action League of Spokane, held a rally in response to the military operation in Rafah. The organizer says the goal is to educate the community and call on politicians for a ceasefire in Palestine and Israel.
Taking a stance against bombing children, against bombing families, and also saying like our money should not be used for this. Like that's the side that we're on.
And she says the organization wants to see an end to U.S. military aid to Israel. We'll still ahead here today. We are rounding into the final stretch of college basketball season, if you can believe it. And many of our local schools are vying for an NCAA tournament bid coming up here in sports. Alex Crescenti shows us the highlights from a very busy Saturday.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Does anybody want my tomato? I don't know how anybody can eat those things.
You do know ketchup is made from tomatoes, right?
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
It's the Great Rate Reduction Sale this week at Dishman Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep. And that means we are rolling back the interest rate to our lowest level in years on our large selection of slightly used trucks, cars, and SUVs.
Plus, with most vehicles sold, you'll get a 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty.
And with new shipments arriving daily, plus a 4.84 financing rate for 72 months, there's never been a better time to visit Dishman.
This is the Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic, and it responds to snoring, so you don't have to. So no more nudging your partner or sleeping on the other side of the house, because the Tempur Ergo Smart Base actually detects snoring, then automatically adjusts to help reduce it all night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Fred Meyer app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Well, the Washington State Cougars are on the cusp of ending a 16-year NCAA tournament drought, meaning a lot of these players were just toddlers the last time the Cougs made it, but we still have a few more wins to go to secure that bid, and that started with Stanford this afternoon inside Beasley Coliseum. The potential Pac-12 Freshman of the Year, Miles Rice, he does it all, finds Isaac Jones, who hangs in the air for the bucket. Cougs take the early lead. WSU moving the ball pretty well early on off a nice pick and roll. This could be from Oscar Clough. Andre Yakimovsky drives and finishes with the left hand, all going their way. But you didn't think this was going to be so easy, did you? Stanford just hanging around. Brandon Angel with a physical inside and finishes through the contact and the foul. He's headed to the free throw line. WSU looking for the answer, though. Jabe Mullins off the mark here, but Kimani Huwinsu is there for the cleanup. And the Cougs go into the halftime down by 1, but this is the current score. This is late in the proceedings, just about a minute left. Cougs with the 68-57 win. We'll see if they can pick up win number 20 here in the next few minutes. Now, the Gonzaga women are one team that is safely in the NCAA tournament field, but based off of the latest rankings that we saw this week from the tournament committee, they can't afford to slip up anymore if they want to be hosting games inside Spokane next month. Well, they were finishing up a weekend road trip, taking on Pacific, and a bit of a rough start for the 17th ranked team in the nation. Anya James sinks the three-pointer, and Pacific goes into the break up by 1. Do we have an upset brewing? Well, no, because after the half, it was all Bulldogs. Eliza Hollingsworth open at the top of the arc, knocks down the triple, makes it a 9-point Gonzaga lead. A few minutes later, it's going to be Callie Stokes. She's left all alone in the corner, and she hits it, the only made basket for the day for the California native. With under 2 minutes to play, Zags in control, just looking to close this one out now with a win. Hollingsworth with a tough drive to the basket, gets it to go. Gonzaga gets a bit of a scare, but still comes up on top. They get this 91-78 victory to extend their win streak to 20 games and remain undefeated with only 3 games left in the regular season. Now, the first place Eastern Washington Eagles were looking to make it 5 wins in a row. They hosted Weber State earlier this afternoon. After the Eagles took the early lead, the Wildcats came storming back. Dyson Kohler knocks down the 3 from the wing. Weber up by 3. Eastern looking for a response. They're going to get it from LaJuan Watts. He makes the strong drive to the basket, finishes at the rim, cuts the Weber lead to just 5. But the Wildcats could not miss this afternoon. They shot better than 50% from three-point range. There's one from Steven Verplanken. Wildcats go up by 11 headed into halftime. After trailing by 17, Eagles on the comeback trail. In the second half, Cedric Coward drills the three-pointer. Do we have some momentum headed towards Eastern's way? Then with under 6 to go, Jake Kyman gets wide open on the wing. You can't give him that space because he's going to hit it every single time. Just a three-point game now. Then the play that nearly brought down the entire arena off a miss. Sebastian Hartman receives the pass with the emphatic dunk finish. Somehow the Eagles only down by 1 with 4.5 to go, but this is the backbreaker right here. Weber gets the loose ball. Dylan Jones picks it up, heads the other way for the layup. Weber holds on for the 90-84 win, dropping Eastern to 11-2 in the conference play. Eagles still importantly in first place in the Big Sky. Going to need that #1 seed headed into the conference tournament. Now, of course, one more team that we did not talk about, that's the Gonzaga men. They're going to play later this evening. They are hosting Pacific, despite, their reputation over the last quarter century. Yeah. They need to keep winning. If they slip up one time, that means they could be off the bubble line and off the tournament if they don't win the WCC tournament in Vegas next month. So,
right. Well, and as we've seen, nothing's a guarantee. Every game is a big game as we close out the season. All right. We'll see you here in just a few minutes. Matt's coming back with a final look at weather.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
On the hunt for your next ride? Come to Valley VIP Auto Sales with a wide variety of cars and trucks. We're here to help you find the perfect vehicle. You won't find a better deal anywhere else. Come find your next vehicle at Valley VIP.
Looking for a great deal on a John Deere compact tractor? Right now, Pape Machinery is blowing out select model year 2023 inventory at dealer cost. Pick up a brand new John Deere compact tractor for a fraction of the original price. We also have great pricing on hundreds of in-stock implements to customize the tractor of your dreams. Hurry in, this offer won't last long. Stop by a Pape Machinery Ag and Turf store to take advantage today.
Buy more, save more during the fantastic 4-day sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 fantastic days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. With the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed, it's the perfect time to design a new living room, dining room, bedroom, or fall into a new mattress. And check out doorbusters while they last. Plus, get 6 years no interest financing. But don't wait. The fantastic 4-day sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
For over 90 years, the McVeigh Brothers family has been installing the very best in roofing, siding, and windows made for the Inland Northwest. Last year, our 6000 Series Coeur d'Alene windows earned the 2024 Energy Star Most Efficient Award, beating some manufacturers by 20%. So this week, we're celebrating by matching your energy rebate up to $10 per square foot with every window sold. At McVeigh Brothers, we're always working for you.
So here it is, Northern Quest's best car ever.
Shotgun.
Anton already called it.
You can play a game of pig for it.
It's your funeral. Fine, but we're playing hippopotamus.
Play daily to win a brand new Mercedes-Benz, only at Northern Quest.
On the hunt for your next ride? Come to Valley VIP Auto Sales with a wide variety of cars and trucks. We're here to help you find the perfect vehicle. You won't find a better deal anywhere else. Come find your next vehicle at Valley VIP.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY Plus. Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.